to get some NBA action going. And you know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. OG Anunoby is out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And you look at the evolution of Anunoby's game, Doris, he's much more than a 3-and-D guy.
You know, Kevin, here's a young man who does a little bit of everything. He can score and defend in a variety of ways, cross-positional defensively between 1 and 4, and an offensive game that continues to grow. He can get out and put pressure on transition. A little bit of a streaky shooter, but there's so much to like.
Bridges misses.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Anunoby against Bridges. Siakam inside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And Smith with the stop.
Well, that requires a level of concentration, and Dennis Smith Jr. is so skilled at keeping his balance.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw drop for Smith. And you know, Doris, Brooklyn's gone through a pretty tumultuous few seasons.
You know, Kevin, there have been some circumstances that were unpredictable contributing to what you're talking about. And now, as a consequence, a lot of turnover on the roster and on the coaching staff. Listen, it's never easy to make the kind of transition they've had to make.
Pirtle with a screen on Smith. Nobody near Schroeder. It's good on the putback.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Misses the layup. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Smith for 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pirtle with a screen on Smith. There's the lob to the hoop. And he lays in the alley-oop.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Bridges, no one around him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Anunoby. On the wing, Barnes. Defended by Bridges.
I think his frame makes him very difficult to deal with as a roll man. Pirtle can set a mean screen.
Johnson finds Claxton. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pirtle, the pass to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy's a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
The drive by Smith. The Nets working the ball around now. Johnson, a wide open look, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. In Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Schroeder passes to Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Claxton, no good. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 4. Nobody near Barnes. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Bridges inside the 3-point line. And the Nets miss again. Toronto leading by 7. Schroeder, left side. Again, Toronto.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
59 seconds left here in the opening quarter. In the corner, it's Bridges. Over in the corner, Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Bridges. Makes it off the glass. Bridges has got 5 points so far.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Nets trail by 7. Pass to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Bridges against Barnes. Yep, that one goes in there. 7 points in the game.
If you overplay Mikal Bridges to take the jump shot, that's creating driving lanes, and he'll take advantage.
Pass to Anunoby. Out left to the wing. Siakam kicks to Anunoby. The drive by Schroeder. The kick out to Barnes from the baseline. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Jakob Poeltl, he's feeling it. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Big men in the 4 for him. It's Siakam and Poeltl. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the 3.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
Poeltl finds Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Anunoby's got the lead up to 9 now for Toronto.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Indoors, we know Mikal Bridges famously traded for Durant, but it's interesting. Durant was Bridges' favorite player growing up.
And Kevin, it's always interesting when there's a connection between the idol and the guy who is idolizing him. But give Mikal Bridges credit. He has come into his own as a star. This guy has proven to be a capable offensive player and is one of the truly legit defensive wings that you have got to plan for.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look at double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Smith outside. It's stolen by Schroeder. It's 2-on-1. All going up court. They get the rebound, and it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And stolen by Barnes. On the wing, Anunoby. The 3-ball. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bridges outside. Launches it. Can't hit that one.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Siakam sets a screen for Anunoby. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
So we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The three. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists in the game.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
And here's Toronto. They're on an 11-3 run. Anunoby. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Timeout call, the Nets. Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Substitution. Number 5, Precious Achua. Time of Brooklyn. Attention fans.
1:52 left to play here in the second quarter.
Get loud and let them
To
hear you.
Claxton. They set the pick. Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
OG and an
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Johnson the screen. Going inside. In the corner, Smith with it from past the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
I mean, come on, jack that one in the face of some strong defense. You got to think twice about that next time.
Back to Barnes. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You see the strength of Scotty Barnes on that drive. If he creates momentum, you better look out.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Schroeder kicks to Barnes. Anunoby passes to Schroeder. Back to Anunoby. From downtown, it's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
The Raptors have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. That's good from Schroeder.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. McDaniels comes in for Barnes. And Trent subbed in for OG Anunoby. Here's McDaniels. The long distance 3 is buried. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Claxton. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And so it's Toronto controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Let's hear it for your arena entertainment. One more time, fans.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Walker out there with Simmons. Then it's Thomas. And it's Watford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Achua. Swiped away. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Assisted by
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on their roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report. Doris, when you and I think about the playoffs back in the bubble, you can see how much of an impact the fans have during games.
Personally, Kevin, I hope never to see a bubble again because the energy and the atmosphere inside NBA arenas is so electric you can almost reach out and touch it. And obviously, the players love the opportunity to perform in front of their home fans.
Watford, that's good.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Simmons against Flynn. Trent outside. To the middle. Here's Achua. Rebound, Brooklyn. Simmons passes to Finney-Smith. And Boucher sends it back. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. And the Raptors making a change here. Young's checked in. Picked by Finney-Smith. Here's Thomas. Misses from short range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Flynn against Simmons. Here's Boucher. The pass to McDaniels. Pass to Boucher. Just 5 to shoot. Back to McDaniels. Second chance shot, and it's laid up and in by Young. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Such a confident finisher in close. You want to know why Thad Young's percentage is high? Look at that assertiveness.
And again, it's the Nets missing. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Flynn kicks to Trent. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Trent's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Greg, one thing you know you're getting with Gary Trent Jr., volume three-point shooting. He lets it fly.
He is really fearless at the arc. I think because of his consistency. And when he gets hot, well, he can get on a burner.
And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Nets trail by 20. Outside for Thomas. Launches a three. Picked by Finney-Smith. And a wide open look for Walker. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And he lobs it up. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Here's Finney-Smith. Back to Simmons. Three-pointer. That shot missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
McDaniels passes to Boucher. Boucher sets a screen for Flynn. And it's off from three-point range. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. They trail by 18. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Passes it to Watford. Over Trent. Nails the baby hook. Watford's got 6.
Works that one inside. Nice.
Now McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's foul number 2 for him.
Team seconds. Substitutions on the court.
Broke loose, and so it's the Toronto Raptors holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Anunoby. To the wing on the left. Pocket 6 to the inside. Bridges with the steal. Oh, and here comes Smith. All alone. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And this is what they're asking for from Dennis Smith Jr. Keep your eyes up and be ready to make a play for your teammates.
It's Schroeder with the drive. Now the pass to Siakam. And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
First team foul.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Anunoby against Dinwiddie. Floats it up there for Siakam. Great D that time from Johnson.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, you can see the confidence that Mikal Bridges has in himself. This guy's going to take pride in going up strong, forcing the issue, and getting himself to the foul line.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Got a chance to listen in on Darko Rajakovic during the huddle. Told them pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And that one falls for Bridges. Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top.
Anunoby, good.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Smith. He takes it in. Yep, that one goes.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Anunoby is screen on Smith. Pass to Anunoby for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Anunoby's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for Toronto. It's stolen by Schroeder. Passes it to Siakam. They set the pick. Pass to Anunoby. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Toronto with the triple. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Pirtle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Anunoby has the open look. The offensive rebound. And the pass to Schroeder. Pirtle sets the pick for Schroeder. Here's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Raptors lead by 21.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
What you appreciate is OG Anunoby's detailed and patient offensive approach, simply taking what the defense gives him.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Smith dishes to Bridges. Over Barnes. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Dennis Schroeder.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Inside, here's Bridges. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
To the middle. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Offensive rebound, Pirtle. And here is Anunoby. Fires from way outside. Can't connect. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory.
about the NBA, it's always adapting and always evolving.
And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. There's a screen by Turner. Hield passes to Turner. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Nice physical play by Turner, getting to the stripe.
And he drops the first. And talk about a team that's known for being unselfish, the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it's part of their core philosophy. Keep the ball moving, keep everyone involved and engaged. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Basketball.
Now the Nets with it. Dinwiddie outside. And he lays it up and in.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And there's the call on Dennis Smith.
Dennis Smith Jr.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Team second.
Halliburton against Smith. Turner, a screen on Smith. It's blocked. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
Indiana ball.
And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Toppin passes to Matherin. Three-pointer, no good. It's Bridges on the wing, defended by Halliburton. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer, and he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Halliburton goes. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, great play. Halliburton ferocious with the ball in his hands, using that long frame to his advantage.
Smith against Halliburton. The kick out to Johnson. Two points. That one goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Halliburton on the attack. And then Turner with the dunk.
The agility of Turner is huge in these pick and rolls. He's hard to prevent from scoring in these situations.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Dinwiddie against Hield. Johnson a screen on Hield. Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Fires for 3. The putback. It's not going to go for him. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Back to Halliburton. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Hits a three-pointer. Halliburton's got 5 now.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
Johnson. Excellent D there from Toppin.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Turner, no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
First quarter.
To the middle. Here's Bridges. The kick out to Johnson. 1:50 left to play in the first quarter. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Toppin. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Toppin, a screen on Smith. Smith against Halliburton. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And without a superstar scorer, Grant, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Healed for three. Brooklyn with the board.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Down low. Here's Johnson. And he makes it. He has 7.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Outside heel. To the right side. Turner finds Toppin. Shots blocked. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Screen by Claxton. Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Toppin. Shot to stop the run. Back to Turner. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
The ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that does it for the first quarter. Nets out in front. They lead by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
Dinwiddie and Bridges, they're the 2 and the 3. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. For 3, Bridges knocks down the triple. Bridges has got 5.
Obviously, Bridges has practiced this look to death. He is so smooth from the corner.
Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfless. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And the defense recognizing that Turner can make this shot, which is why he gets fouled.
And he makes a first. Well, Grant, you've been the up-and-comer, but you've also played the role of the veteran. What's the key to that latter stage?
You know, B.A., your contributions as a veteran are felt just as much with your leadership as they are with your numbers. So sharing what you've learned with those younger players on the way up is so important.
Outside Johnson, a deep 3. And he jams it home with authority.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Well, Grant, the Pacers made no secret about their focus on improving defensively.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, that's how they'll take the next step. They rank near the bottom in a lot of defensive categories, and that has to change, and of course, they know it.
Halliburton, the pass to Toppin. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
And that was sweet. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. B.A., he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie.
And good work by Halliburton, outthinking the defense and creating an opportunity for himself.
Timeout call, Brooklyn. Despite an unpredictable regular season, RJ, the Nets did make the 2023 playoffs.
Look, they stuck it out and secured a playoff berth. Mikal Bridges was outstanding, but they were overwhelmed in the postseason because maybe they weren't ready for that. But it really shows you how much more development this squad needs.
Now here's Claxton. Turner covers. Screen by Claxton. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Turner, no good. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Dinwiddie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
At the line, Spencer Dinwiddie. At the line, 2 times.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt.
Previous play is under review.
Does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
It's your home squad. Get loud and let them hear you.
Free throw good, Dinwiddie. And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
It's Bridges on the wing. He's covered by Matherin. Matherin with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating flash.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
That is the kind of stuff you only see in video games. Come on, Mikal.
Halliburton for 3. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And the call will be against Benedict Matherin. That's his first foul of the game.
10 seconds.
There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Bridges. The rebound by Turner.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nets.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
With the drive and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, Tyrese. That is how you complete a drive.
Dinwiddie healed with the defensive effort. On offense, here are the Pacers. They're on a 14-6 run. Healed on the wing. Pass to Toppin. Halliburton against Smith. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And look at the vision from Halliburton. Love seeing ball movement like this.
Bridges, right side. Now Claxton. Bridges outside. Screen by Claxton. Fires the 3. Bridges misses. The Pacers have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. And it's It's Heald, missing. Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie with it. Halliburton picks him up. Claxton passes to Johnson. Now here's Smith. There's the screen by Johnson. And it's Smith penetrating. And a big-time jam right there.
How about Johnson with the hot pass? Good job seeing that open.
Dinwiddie against Heald. To the paint. Here's Turner. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all three levels.
Outside Johnson. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Johnson's got 9. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Your Brooklyn Nets team fight.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you gotta like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Toppin at the 4 and Turner at the 5. Heald and Mathurin at the 2 and the 3. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Halliburton finds Heald. Pass to Toppin. 5 to shoot. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Look at Heald's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
That was let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Halliburton punching in. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
You're creating space on his own. Halliburton with a sweet move to create enough daylight for the bucket.
Thomas passes to Watford. Back to Thomas. Watford with a screen. Three-pointer. Drains the triple.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Well, Cam Thomas certainly has an interesting background, Richard. He was born in Japan.
Yeah, Thomas is an American citizen and played high school ball in Virginia. Cam's mom was in the Army and was stationed in Japan when he was born there.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Listen, Indiana is not a free agent hotspot, but you ask Tyrese Halliburton, it's a great place to play. He said, quote, Midwest nice is a real thing. The genuineness of the people, the way they act. I really value people waving as you walk by or smiling. That matters to me. That small town feel, that Midwest feel. Brian?
Yeah, he seems right at home, Allie. Thank you.
And we're seeing a great mindset from Halliburton on offense. He's attacking relentlessly and getting well rewarded for it.
And that's an intentional foul. So Indiana ends up going with a new group.
Team foul. Substitutions on the board.
Here's Thomas. Smith with the rebound. The Pacers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Offensive board. Basket's good.
Bruce Brown.
Brown's got his first points in this one. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
McConnell from outside. They get it back. The kick out to Walker. Smith passes to Brown.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
6 on the shot clock. Into the lane. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Walker for 3. Here's Smith. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Watford the pass to Simmons. And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Picked by Smith. Inside. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
Brown passes to Nora. Back to Brown. Walker, a screen on Walker. Pass to Walker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
No good on the free throw.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Watford, covered by Smith. Got a piece of it. Watford the pass to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Finney Smith. Shoots over Walker. Misses off the left iron. Indiana's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
And Walker, here we go. And the jam by Walker.
Oh my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Finney Smith. No good on the 3. And Walker's got the ball here for the Pacers. They lead by 4. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Substitutions on the court.
Johnson on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Right side, Walker. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. The Pacers out in front, up 1. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Johnson at the 4 with Claxton at center. Dinwiddie and Bridges, they're the 2 and the 3. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Smith, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or 2 in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Indiana leading. Pass to Turner. Here's Halliburton. From deep. And Matherin gets it to go. On the assist by Halliburton. Matherin's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his 3rd foul so far.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Pacers shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Hield with the ball. And here's Matherin. Back to Hield. To the inside. Indiana calls timeout.
Indiana. Time to make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Hey, it's what every youth coach says. Follow your shot. This is why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
Brooklyn calls timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Your hype squad.
Brooklyn has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Dinwiddie against Hield. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Smith. It's Bridges on the wing. And he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Hield finds Matherin. Here's Claxton. And the Nets get it back. Halliburton against Smith. Outside Johnson. Shot clock at 5. He buries it from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit rings to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Turner, a screen on Smith. Here's Halliburton. The rebound by the Nets. Dinwiddie's got 5 rebounds in the game. For 3, Smith. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. And that ties it up.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
Turner, no good. And the Nets with possession here. They've gone on an 8-0 run. For 3, Smith. Outside Johnson. Pass to Smith. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Screen by Claxton. Down low. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Turner, a screen on Smith. To the middle. And then Turner with the dunk.
Wow. Turner just going off. Stepping up and getting it done for his squad.
Now Dinwiddie. Bridges, left side. A minute 37 left in the final quarter. Launches a 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Matherin. Top of the screen on Johnson. Pass to Turner. Back to Matherin. To the paint. And it's Turner, that time on the assist by Matherin. And the Pacers lead by 2.
Hey, when you're as big as a guy like Turner, that's what you're supposed to do. Attack in the painted area. And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And great to see Turner rising to the occasion and finding the clutch bucket.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Screen by Claxton. He shoots. And it's good. And tie game. Huge basket right there. Drives to the hoop, and it's in.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
They knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Johnson passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Johnson. Out to Bridges. Dinwiddie outside. Overhealed. Outside Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. There's the screen by Johnson. For 3, Smith. Misses the tray. Halliburton against Smith. And he sinks it.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Fans, your next youth next team.
For 3, Bridges. Johnson. And he buries it.
Good work on the offensive glass. Johnson putting his 6'8" height to great use.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Team second.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Hield is such a big part of this offense. The team is leaning on him right here, making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Halliburton on the wing. And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. This was a...
athleticism.
And because of those things, Kevin, it's going to be about limiting fast break opportunities. That'll be a key for both of these squads. Taking care of the ball, always a critical factor, and then being able to stay clear of those momentum-changing plays.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. And here's Schroeder from deep three-point territory. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
This is where Schroeder has really improved over the years, hitting the three with some consistency.
To the paint. Here's Turner. And Pirtle pulls it down. Puts up a deep three. And Siakam throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Anunoby against Hield. Siakam with it. Takes it inside. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby, good.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Greg talking about Jakob Pirtle. It doesn't seem like he gets enough credit for his defense.
I don't think he does. I mean, he's an excellent rim protector and rebounder, and a big man who just takes pride in defending.
And here is Barnes after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Barnes kicks to Siakam. Back to Barnes. With the drive. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by Barnes.
Oh, they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
To the inside. And Toppin throws it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Barnes sets a screen for Siakam. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Three-pointer, Hield. Toronto grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Siakam, a screen on Mathurin. Anunoby, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Halliburton outside. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Raptors on defense. 3-point lead. Right side, Mathurin. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
This is where Mathurin makes his money. Ferocious attacking the rim.
From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Schroeder's got 6 points. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Oh, gee, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Anunoby, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
OG and Anunoby.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Hield outside. Tapping a screen on Schroeder. Halliburton for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Birtle sets the pick for Anunoby. Drops in the tray. He's got 8.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And Clark, when we take a look at your former team, the Indiana Pacers, is it fair to say they're a work in progress?
Most definitely, Kevin. I mean,
I think they've got some really outstanding young talent as well as a very experienced coaching staff. That combination should bode well for the Pacers' future.
Now, here's Tommy. Hield outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Hield's got his second basket.
Quite simply, one of the best three-point shooters in this game. That's Buddy Hield.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and it's sent back by Turner. Hield finds Toppin, and Toppin throws it down.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Great open look there. Anunoby's got 11 points.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Drills it from outside.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
The kick out to Barnes. Pass to Purtle. 3 seconds left, and he lays it up and in.
Well, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. We've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. OG Anunoby is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Purtle in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Showing you he can score off the ball. Dennis Schroeder has improved his shot since joining the league.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and Tyrese Halliburton says one of the favorite parts about the way we're building the culture here is it's not just showing up for a game, that's it. We watch games, text about games, talk about games when we get to the arena. I just want to be around guys who love basketball and want to be great. Kevin?
Isn't that special, David? Hey, thanks for that report. Barnes, and it's Barnes on the follow. Barnes has got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Time call here. Indiana decides to chalk it over. Pacers trail by 11. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Yeah, that's an easy one. It's going to be perimeter shooting. You know, we get spoiled with all the other things he can do, and he's had a tremendous start to his NBA career. But I think to become that superstar, the jump shot has to become a weapon.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Nice dribble move that time by Schroeder. He's got a little bit of playground in his game. Most guys do, though.
Halliburton for 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors leading by 13. Schroeder with the ball. Halliburton picks him up. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Anunoby. This is to Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. Anunoby's got 13.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, the man from Germany going off. Dennis Schroeder is in the zone. I want to see him continue to attack while he's feeling that hot.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
It's Schroeder with the drive. Fires from way outside. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
Turner with a screen on Anunoby. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And Indiana, another three. And Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flopping, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that?
Here's Barnes. 1:31 left in the first half. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Halliburton passes to Toppin. Fires for three. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anunoby a screen on Hield. And there's the pass to Anunoby. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Halliburton for three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now Schroeder, 13 points in the game. Passes to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. An easy 2 points on the layup. Anunoby's got 7 points for the quarter.
And how about Anunoby using all that momentum to finish past the defense? Refused to be denied.
Here's Mathurin. He hits the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Five seconds left to play in the first half. Timeout called the Pacers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Launches it from deep.
Turner, almost impossible to shoot over. Excellent contest.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Raptors lead by 14. And a chance now to send it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Raptors leading by 14. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. Outside the wings are Hield and Mathurin. And it's Halliburton in at the point. And here we go with Toppin running it up the court. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
Shooting for Indiana.
And both free throws good for Toppin.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Down low. Here's Hield. And finally they hit one.
Assist from
10 points for Buddy Hield.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong. And Clark, when we talk about the best three-point shooters in the league, Buddy Hield is in that conversation.
Most definitely. I mean, only Steph has more seasons with 250 or more threes made. That says a lot right there. Buddy is a floor spacer. You can never help or double off of him, which is a big asset in today's game.
Halliburton passes to Toppin. Halliburton right side. And Toppin throws it down.
Halliburton all about getting his teammates open looks. Does such a great job with his unselfishness making the pass.
Trent passes to Boucher. Shot clock at 6. Achua kicks to Flynn. Over Halliburton. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 10-point game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and their point guard, Tyrese Halliburton, has a lot to do with that. Coach Rick Carlisle said his will to win is spectacular for a young player. He's the motor, the engine who drives our team. When people look and say we're fun to watch, he's the head of the snake. He sets the tone for that in a big way. Kevin?
In a big way. High praise. Hey, David, thank you. Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Achua. Scotty Barnes comes in for McDaniels. OG Anunoby's checked in for Gary Trent. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Flynn. Pass to Anunoby. Some solid defense from Brown.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Toronto leading by 10. Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
You can rely on Schroeder's passing ability. He does a good job finding and setting up shooters.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Attention fans, now on the court for High Squad. Get loud and let them hear it.
Achua, he's checked in for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Schroeder against Halliburton. To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Siakam. On the wing, Anunoby. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Anunoby's got 21.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
He is looking for Siakam and finds him.
What a phenomenal athlete Siakam is. Just taking off and finishing with power at the rim.
Puts up a deep three. Kept alive. Here's Turner. And that time, also a missed shot.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Mathurin.
And Mathurin, uber aggressive on offense and skilled at drawing fouls, too.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Anunoby. Puts up a three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Halliburton against Schroeder. Mathurin passes to Hield. Here's Halliburton. 6 points for him. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Toppin against Schroeder. Now, here's Siakam. He's got 8. The pass to Barnes. Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blow. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duty with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Raptors call time here. Here's Halliburton. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Achua in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Raptors leading by 20. Siakam kicks to Barnes. Passes it to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
At the line,
And this is the time now.
Pascal Siakam. 2 shots.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Turner for 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Wide open look. Shot's good by Achua.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Toppin against Siakam. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by Achua. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Hield. Stolen away. Pass to Schroeder. Siakam outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second.
It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
13.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
For Indiana, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Toppin sets a screen for Halliburton. On the wing, Turner. 5 to shoot. Here's Toppin into the lane. The shot's good. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Schroeder looking around. Barnes outside. Here's Siakam. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish through.
Hield outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Schroeder. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists in the game. Indiana moving the ball around. Halliburton inside the 3-point line. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Schroeder against Halliburton. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Boy, the shifty, quick-footed Schroeder is a great weapon to have. Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he's a very effective player.
And he sinks the second. The Pacers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Toppin. And Turner kicks to Halliburton. Toppin sets a screen for Heel. 6 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Mathurin, good.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Raptors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for OG Anunoby.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Barnes looking around. Lets it go from deep. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And smart decision by Hield. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Floats it up there for Siakam. Hield against Anunoby. 16 feet away. Again, Indiana.
Hield good at using this area of the floor. He's an impressive mid-range shooter.
And here's Schroeder. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know. especially when they feature teams from the same conference.
Ooh, I like a little spice. But remember, only one team per conference gets to the final. So that's going to naturally develop some rivalries here and there. So tonight should be a really competitive game.
Now here's Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. Three-pointer, Bridges. Siakam pulls down the board.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Schroeder against Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Schroeder. It's tipped and stolen by Bridges. Smith outside. Fires for three. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Toronto. Schroeder passes to Barnes. Here's Pirtle. Out to Schroeder. Here's Anunoby. Rebound Brooklyn.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Well, Grant, one of the things that keep Raptors fans positive is the youth that's represented on this roster.
Yeah, they've got a great core, BA, and lots of young guys on this team. But they're missing a star. Yeah, probably, but they can be dangerous.
That's his first personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
Hits both from the stripe. And here's Schroeder. Up top, Siakam. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Johnson passes to Smith. Back to Johnson. Puts up a three. They grab their own miss. The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. To the middle. Now Siakam. Pirtle with a screen on Bridges. To the inside. It's deflected. Dinwiddie outside. Inside. Stolen by Anunoby. And now the Raptors on the break. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
This is one of the best aspects of Anunoby's game. Let someone else initiate, you finish the job.
For three, Bridges. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's Siakam. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Smith passes to Bridges. Pass to Claxton. Out to Bridges. Here's Dinwiddie. Anunoby covering. 4 on the clock. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Left in the first. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter here. Outside Barnes. Here's Anunoby. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
When you look at Pascal Siakam, Smitty, he's really stepped up and accepted more responsibility.
Yes, this demonstrates leadership, EA. Siakam is a go-to guy for this team. Someone they trust to deliver in big moments.
For three, Dinwiddie. That shot is off. The Raptors with a lead. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Smith against Schroeder. Back to Anunoby. And Claxton comes to help. Here's Schroeder. That one rolls around and rims out. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. And there's Dinwiddie. That one's good. On the assist by Bridges.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Schroeder with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Ooh, stolen by Smith.
Toronto foul. Pascal Siakam. That's his first personal foul.
Free throw is off from Bridges.
And every year, Bridges seems to take another leap. His work ethic and drive to improve is impressive.
Dinwiddie against Anunoby. Back to Dinwiddie. The three. Nails it from three. Dinwiddie's got 7 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Smith against Schroeder. And there's the drive. Anunoby for three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
OG Anunoby matching threes. Just a solid, steady player who continues to improve.
Johnson on the wing. Claxton down low. Covered by Pirtle. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Siakam in the post. And it's rejected. He got it up. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, up 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Well, it's tough to score when you're getting stuffed on every attempt. Great job getting the hands up so far, making life difficult on shooters.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Siakam looking it over. Outside Anunoby. Schroeder with it. Guarded by Smith. Knocked away. Siakam outside. 5 on the clock. Up and over Smith. The putback. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets with a lead. And he's going for the lob. Shot by Johnson. No good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Dinwiddie against Anunoby. Claxton passes to Johnson. Up top, Bridges. The 3. Siakam pulls down the board for Toronto. They've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. It's stolen by Johnson. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. Smithy, let me ask you, what do you think has been the most impactful change to the game in recent years?
I think it's the 3-point shot, BA. The number of attempts and also the bigs from the center spot and the power forward. Those guys taking threes has created a lot of space for guys to drive the basketball.
It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Anunoby covering. Bridges passes to Smith. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Oh, deflected. It's a one-on-one situation.
Great read between those 2 guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, BA.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Anunoby with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Anunoby passes to Schroeder, and Toronto calls time here.
Than every person in your section. get a shirt. It's that simple. Let's hear it.
And so here is Toronto. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And the basket by Siakam.
At the arc, Siakam can be so dangerous. When he gets an opening, he drills it.
And Dinwiddie, here we go. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
One advantage for this team, OG Anunoby's versatility defensively.
BA, OG has got the size and length to match up against anyone. He takes a no-nonsense approach, and he's active. He looks to disrupt. Love the confidence of Pirtle off the dribble. He beat everyone to the cup.
Smith passes to Bridges. Dinwiddie with it. Anunoby covering. Three-pointer. And Dinwiddie good for 3. Dinwiddie's got 10 points.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Bridges against Schroeder. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Johnson on the wing. Pass to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. The 3-ball. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
Siakam with it, and Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. Siakam, pass to Anunoby. Siakam with a screen on Johnson. Anunoby, got it. Give him 8 points now.
OG is a straight-ahead player. If there's room to drive to the bucket, he's going to take off.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Smith. Here's Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. Now Claxton. It's Dinwiddie on the wing. Anunoby covering. Launches it. And the net's another 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence. And he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Toronto, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Toronto has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Checking out the group for Jacques Vaughn to start the second half. Ben Simmons is out there with Lonnie Walker. Then it's Trendon Watford. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4-man position. Back to Boucher. Walker with it. Outside Finney Smith for the lead. They get it again.
Beautiful effort on that tip in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Young with a screen on Walker. Pass to Young. Outside McDaniels. Screen by Young. And it's McDaniels off the drive.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Back to Watford. Here he goes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. To the paint. Outside Finney Smith for the lead. And there's another one for the Nets.
easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Trent for three. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent.
Okay, Smitty, I don't want to make you feel old, but we both played against Gary Trent's dad.
Well, Grant, I'm not. But seriously, Gary Sr. was a 6'8 post. Gary Jr. a 6'5 shooter. They have different games, but both Trents are great competitors, Grant.
Here's Watford. Rebounded by Flynn. Toronto trailing. McDaniels passes to Flynn. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First team foul.
Outside McDaniels. Outside for Boucher. Back to Daniels. And too long on the shot. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And stolen by Boucher. Outside McDaniels. Nice shot from the wing. McDaniels got 4 points in the quarter.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
Here's Walker. Yep, that one's good. And the Nets lead by 2.
Excellent job capitalizing in close. The defense can't give Walker these easy looks.
Trent outside. Back to Young. Over to the left wing. Oh! And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
Going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he's good on the first of 3. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ben Simmons has dealt with injuries, yes, but the mental aspect is also one that he's working on. He said, quote, being assertive and aggressive. I know who I am. I know I need to get to the rim and get buckets, and that's also going to help my teammates and get them going. Brian, they are all about regaining that confidence.
Such a key right now. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Flynn, pass to Boucher. Outside McDaniels. And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for
He's perfect from the line this time.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Here's Thomas. Fires in the triple. Thomas has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Trent finds Boucher. Back to Trent. Here's Flynn. Just 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. And he banks in the layup. Flynn's got 5 now.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
It's Thomas on the wing. McDaniels covering. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Young with a screen on Simmons. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Young slams it in.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Watford with a screen. Here's Thomas. And the net's another three.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Young. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Here's Smith. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bridges. Dinwiddie outside. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Nets out in front, up by 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Siakam is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. OG Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. And he gets the bucket. Barnes has got his first points of the game.
And they have a never-give-up attitude.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Jacques Vaughn coaching his team during the break. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops. Give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Gets caught showboating there. But hey, he had room. You just don't get many chances to add some style. Sometimes you gotta go for it.
Anunoby for 3. Counted from distance. And the Raptors lead by 2.
And we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
Well, there was a lot of hype around Scotty Barnes when he came out. Smitty, does Rookie of the Year quiet those nerves, you think?
I think so, B.A. Not only did Barnes know he belonged, he proved it, and he's only getting better.
Here's Thomas, covered by Schroeder. Johnson a screen on Schroeder. Thomas passes to Johnson. 4-3. They get the rebound. Pass to Thomas. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J. Thomas has got 11 points here in the second half. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Back to Pirtle. Deflected. All by himself. Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And defensively, they're speeding them up, forcing mistakes, and continuing to come up with steals.
Johnson a screen on Anunoby. For 3, Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds in the game. Wing shot on the way. And again, Toronto no good. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Johnson a screen on Schroeder. And he lobs it up. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Schroeder. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just tremendous shooting from Pirtle. Love how he's not afraid of taking these kinds of shots.
For Brooklyn, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Dinwiddie against Anunoby. Back to Johnson. It's Bridges on the wing. Johnson a screen on Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Bridges gets the bucket. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Siakam, pass to Anunoby. No good on the triple.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team down.
Here's Thomas, covered by Schroeder. Johnson a screen on Schroeder. Here's Thomas. Pass to Johnson. Dinwiddie outside. Clock at 4. Johnson passes to Dinwiddie. And the three-pointer goes. And now a 7-point Nets lead.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end. What a game. Tight score, pressure's on. Anunoby showing no fear.
Dinwiddie outside. Jacks up a 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. So it's Toronto now. Siakam finds Anunoby. To the middle. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
Love seeing this from Anunoby, getting into a rhythm and staying after it.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
There's the knockout blow. No chance of getting up off the canvas now.
Tipped. Pulls up. Claxton controls the rebound and the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
So we see the Nets get the win here. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
to think them to be a threat for years to come.
Kevin, we say they're not going to advance to the conference finals simply because of the lack of experience. Talent is not an issue. We are looking at what is likely the next generation carrying the sport forward. And boy, we are excited to see them.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Outside for Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches from deep. The rebound by Turner.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. They set the pick. For 3, Bridges. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Halliburton. Driving in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Oh, Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Over in the corner, Claxton. Dinwiddie against Toppin. Back to Dinwiddie. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Toppin with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Mathurin, and he jams it with authority.
Well, this guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
On the wing, Mathurin. Turner with a screen on Dinwiddie. Halliburton passes to Toppin. Halliburton on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. Clock at 4. Dinwiddie with the steal. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Hield. Turner with a screen for Hield. To the paint. Rebounded by the Nets.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Mathurin against Bridges. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. A three-pointer off the mark. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hield with it. Now, Thomas defending. Mathurin passes to Hield.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Toppin sets a screen for Hield. Back to Mathurin. And he uses the glass on the lane. And that's now 7 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
Boy, so much of Benedict Mathurin's success is about his will. He is one tough customer.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
Halliburton, that's good.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is the consistency from the perimeter. This guy can make deep shots.
Doris, when the Brooklyn Nets traded KD, they got back some interesting pieces, including Mikal Bridges.
Boy, Kevin, this guy was a role player for all intents and purposes with the Suns, a 3-and-D type. But once he got to Brooklyn, he was given more responsibility and upped his offensive production. It looks like he's ready for a bigger and bigger share of the responsibility.
Halliburton against Thomas. Inside, Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Halliburton's vision and then the ability to thread the needle there makes the defense pay.
Here's Johnson. And Johnson with the stop.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Hield following the bucket by the Nets. And Toppin throws it down.
Boy, the explosiveness of Obi Toppin can really shock the defense. This guy gets excellent airspace.
Bridges outside. Dinwiddie finds Thomas. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Thomas got 7 points in the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
It's stolen. For three, Bridges. And the last second attempt does not go in for.
Well, we know Miles Turner does a ton of affecting the mind of the offense.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Pacers. They lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. Outside the wings are Hield and Mathurin. And it's Halliburton in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Doris amongst the best we've ever seen from the Bahamas, Buddy Hield.
Really think about it, Kevin. Buddy Hield, DeAndre Ayton, Kai Jones. We're seeing a few very successful men. And let's not forget about Jonquel Jones, MVP in the WNBA. She grew up training with Hield in the Bahamas.
Doris, we're in the age of podcasts and social media, and we hear more than ever from the players, even right after games.
Kevin, I think that's probably the only danger, right, when emotions are running high. But I actually love the new age of league media. The reason being, the players can now be in charge of their own narrative. They have content, and they know how valuable that is.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Timeout called, the Nets. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Hield kicks to Halliburton. In the corner, it's Toppin. Back to Halliburton. To the inside. And then Toppin with the jam.
My goodness, Toppin puts on a show. What a special dunker this guy is.
To the paint, here's Claxton, and it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Toppin pulls it in.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
It's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. And the Pacers call time here.
To the Pacers. Who wants a t-shirt?
And so Now it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. They've led by as much as 10. To the middle. They kick out to Heel. Toppin a screen on Dinwiddie. Heel, the pass to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
You can see Buddy Hield is now seeing the floor at a different level. Those assist numbers growing big time.
There's a good screen. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Thomas. From outside the arc, knocks down the three ball. Thomas got 10.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Toppin sets a screen for Mathurin. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Covered by Heel.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And Doris, you watch the defenses try to corral Benedict Mathurin. He always seems to have an answer, doesn't he?
He does, Kevin. This guy knocks down jumpers in a variety of ways, whether it's off the bounce, catch and shoot situations. His mechanics are clean, he's confident, and boy, he is aggressive.
Here now is Dinwiddie. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. It's tipped. Paxton with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Johnson. Finished off the break.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He's so disciplined as a playmaker. Tyrese Halliburton sees what's happening. It's just going to take the opportunity.
Passes it to Heel. On the wing, Turner. The tray. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. No good from the wing. Here's Mathurin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's about taking no chances. Benedict Mathurin at the cup. Yes, sir.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Claxton, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Rick. And we finish one half of basketball. Pacers lead. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Second half underway. Here's who John Vaughn's got on the floor. Forward spots will be Bridges and Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. It wasn't the best of seasons, Doris, for the Indiana Pacers last year. But there are reasons for optimism.
Kevin, they've got a talented young core that appear to really enjoy playing with one another. It was a selfless group that looked fun to coach, and I believe the franchise headed in the right direction.
Here's Halliburton following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Count that one. Halliburton's got 16.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Dinwiddie for 3. The rebound by Turner. Indiana leading by 11. Mathurin passes to Halliburton. The putback. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Out to Bridges. Nets passing it around. Thomas against Halliburton. Down low. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Turner with a screen on Thomas. Halliburton passes to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So for the Nets.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud, let them hear it.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Who's got Simmons?
Here's Watford, covered by Smith. Count the bucket. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
To determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Smith gets it to go on the assist by McConnell. And the Pacers lead by 10.
That's what you call playing with passion and getting after it, Jalen Smith.
We've seen some promising growth from Jalen Smith, haven't we, Doris? He's asserting himself more, and it shows.
He is, Kevin, and we're talking about a 6'10" guy, lean frame, has some shooting ability. It's a matter of this guy keeping that aggression and keeping that focus. There's still a long way to go, but you love that he's starting to carve a little niche in this league.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are forming chemistry. Tyrese Halliburton said in recent years they were saying the locker room was a quiet place, not many conversations. We've tried to impact the culture and create a different atmosphere. It's genuine. We appreciate and love each other. We want to see each other succeed and prove people wrong. Kevin?
Yeah, I know you agree with me. They are on their way. And Simmons kicks to Finney-Smith. Smith outside. Kick by Finney-Smith. Smith the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Smith. Clock at 6. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. is so good at pick-and-roll situations, understanding how to pass around the defender.
Smith with a screen on Walker. Mora. And Smith with the stop.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Brown against Smith. To the left side wing. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And from undrafted in 2016, Doris, Dorian Finney-Smith, now a player that every team in the league would covet.
Well, this is a long wing defender, Kevin, and he's now made himself legit as a 3-and-D prototypical player. And he stayed at it, earned the rewards, and now says, my mom can finally put her feet up. I have made it.
Here's Finney-Smith. Driving the lane and finished off by Finney-Smith.
That's where on the drive, Dorian Finney-Smith's leg comes into play, right? Helps him get past and around defenders.
Timeout called the Pacers. And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Fires the three. Here's Turner, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Turner's got 8 points.
You love the determination, right? Miles Turner effectively getting to the window and getting another opportunity.
Early 2023 saw Cam Thomas just erupt as a scorer, Greg. We were talking about it every game. A guy who was ready to break out.
And Kevin, I like using the word ready because he was given an opportunity and took it. And he showed us all what a productive machine he could be.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on their second chance points. And the Pacers lead by 8.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Dinwiddie outside. It's stolen by Hield. Shoots. Toppin can't get it to go.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Pass to Claxton. Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie. Here he goes, and it's sent back by Turner.
I'll tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one. Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Outside Mathurin. From outside, off the mark. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Indiana out. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Outside, the wings are Hield and Mathurin. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. And it's Halliburton into the 1. That's the Pacers' 5. Turner with a screen for Halliburton. Back to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Exactly what you want from the guy in your pick-and-roll position. He's got to be able to set a firm screen and then find his opening.
Thomas against Halliburton. Thomas kicks to Dinwiddie. Looking to get back on track here. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Hield outside. Toppin sets a screen for Hield. Outside Mathurin. 6 to shoot. Back to Toppin. Outside Mathurin. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Here comes your Pacers dance crew.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Thomas outside. Johnson can't hit. Indiana leading by 5. And a wide open look for Mathurin. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Hield against Dinwiddie. Inside. Here's Johnson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now that's 11 points for Johnson.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Turner with a screen on Thomas. Halliburton passes to Turner. Indiana again turning it over. Nets trail by 6. Outside Thomas. On the wing, Johnson. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Thomas. Dinwiddie outside. Offline with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Halliburton outside. Heel the pass to Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Heel with the bucket.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing here by 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton.
First team foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
That one doesn't go. And it's Mathurin missing.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Bridges passes to Claxton.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You gotta be kidding me. That was awesome. Turner with a screen for Hill. The dish to Turner. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
You want the answer. Can Miles Turner make tough shots in big moments? That's a definitive yes.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. It's stolen by Mathurin. Halliburton with it. Bridges covering. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
For a guy with the shot mechanics of Buddy Hield, you'd love to see him get to the free throw line more, but it's really not his game. He is just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Thomas against Halliburton. Johnson sets the screen for Thomas. And the 3 off target. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Saw the opportunity to pull this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Brooklyn foul. Cameron Thomas. First personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for Indiana.
And he makes the first.
Tyrese Halliburton just plays with a certain pace. He's always looking to push the action.
So he gets them both.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Toppin with the steal. On the wing, Hield. Dinwiddie covering. Down low. And Toppin throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win on confidence.
Brian Anderson. All right, folks, get your running shoes on. Both of these teams want to push the pace.
Oh, that they do. Pace, pace, pace. And as a fan, I just love these types of matchups. It's so much fun to see these teams get up and down the floor, play with pace, and have fun. I'm excited for this one.
Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. OG Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Achua in at the 5. Anunoby against Hield. 6 to shoot. Out to Schroeder. The 3 is up. Halliburton with some nice D. In transition, here come the Pacers. And that one drops.
Great job that time by Halliburton, staying under control. You know, sometimes you can get a little overzealous when you see the floor wide open. He was right in rhythm.
About a minute into this first quarter. Back to Hield. And he goes in for the dunk.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
And able to impact the game at both ends is Miles Turner-Clark.
You know, I like the fact that he's dangerous on offense, but more importantly, he's led the league multiple seasons in blocked shots. And he does not take time off at the defensive end of the floor.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Poke loose. Stolen by Anunoby. It's a one-on-one situation. Achua finds Schroeder, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton.
And Clark, since Dirk won that 2011 title, we've seen a bunch of German-born players in the league.
You know what, Grant? Seeing is believing. And Dennis Schroeder, a prominent German player who perhaps watched Dirk Nowitzki have great success. The Wagner brothers, Max Kleber, Daniel Tice. I think seeing Dirk win Finals MVP inspired this generation.
Siakam against Toppin. And then Turner with the dunk.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
Anunoby, a screen on Matherin. Barnes drives in. And here's Schroeder outside. Gets the three ball to go. Schroeder's got 5 now.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Shot's good by Matherin.
Magnets and vice grips on his hands. Matherin making a miss.
For Toronto, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Achua with a screen on Halliburton. Schroeder. Halliburton with some nice D.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Driving inside. Good. 6 points for him.
First step quickness that time from Halliburton. Got the defender on his heels.
2 minutes remaining.
Siakam with a screen on Turner. Achua for 3. Offensive rebound. Out to Schroeder. And there's a 3-second violation. Hurdles checked in for Toronto.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, number 19.
Indiana leading. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
One thing about the Pacers, Clark, year in, year out, they compete.
And you know, it doesn't matter who's on the roster. They can and will outwork most teams. Even the best teams can't afford a letdown against the Pacers.
Yeah, going up and finishing. Tremendous display of athleticism by Siakam.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Anunoby. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. A minute 15 left to play in the first quarter. Halliburton against Schroeder. Outside heel. Toppin a screen on Anunoby. Healed for 3. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Toppin. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Fires from deep. The rebound by Turner. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
A beast in the paint. Once Turner gets this kind of position, you almost have to whack.
The Pacers, Miles Turner.
And so Turner nails them both. Toronto trailing. Now Schroeder. He's got 5. Outside Anunoby. From deep. The putback. That shot off. The Pacers have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Toppin passes to Halliburton. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Anunoby finds Pirtle. Back to Anunoby. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last position.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's the Pacers up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, Second quarter action is where we are. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me, not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
So for Toronto right now, Siakam is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Outside for Halliburton. Turner inside. He's working on Pirtle. Turner, no good. The Raptors shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pirtle is a guy that plays with a lot of force. I mean, when he's near the basket, the defense better watch out for the dunk.
The turnaround jumper. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Inside. Oh, stolen by Turner. To the inside. There's Matherin. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The versatility of Halliburton, that's what you love about him. He can score it, he can pass it, and he makes very good decisions.
Anunoby finds Schroeder. Siakam the screen. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Can't throw down the putback. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Toppin. It's stolen by Pirtle. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Anunoby passes to Schroeder. And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Driving in. Oh, and Turner with a block.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Indiana's a team on the rise. Coach Rick Carlisle said this is a new era of Pacers basketball, a direction of youth and of going all in on a group of guys that are young, talented, and extremely high character and tremendous upside. Brian, a lot to be excited about.
No question. Absolutely. Thanks, Allie.
Good decision making by Hield, giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
From deep three-point land. Pirtle, great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
2 minutes remaining.
Matherin passes to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
The more Matherin creates for others, the more dangerous he becomes.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
There's a screen by Turner. Hield from outside. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Back to Barnes. And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Pirtle just making the alley-oop look rather pedestrian. Real easy.
A minute 9 left in the first half. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Anunoby finds Siakam. He takes it in. And Siakam with the slam.
I like seeing Siakam glide towards the rim, using his athleticism to his advantage.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Out to Schroeder. From downtown, that one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
3 points.
Barnes has got his 4th assist in this one.
Showing you he can score off the ball. Dennis Schroeder has improved his shot since joining the league.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. And here's Toppin from the arc. Sinks the tray. Toppin's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That one drops for him. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Ali, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Hield and Matherin at the 2 and the 3. Toppin at the 4 and Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Clark, it feels like we've reached the peak of this three-point explosion. What do you think the next trend in the NBA will be?
You know, Brian, it's hard to say. I mean, perhaps we could land on the return of the center, because we're already seeing that in the centers that are excelling and dominating the league and winning MVPs are in their prime. So perhaps we'll see teams get bigger and play more through their centers going forward. Everybody knows about how Buddy Hield is an incredible three-point threat. What I love, here's a guy with a bunch of years playing 80 or more games. Love that durability. He's ready to go whenever they call his name.
Hield hits them both. Toronto trailing. Now here's Barnes. Still no points. It's stolen by Halliburton. In transition, here come the Pacers. Out to Hield. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Hield so good at finding ways to get it in the hoop, regardless of who's defending.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. And for the Raptors, they're shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Trent from long range. The Pacers pull it in. Second half getting started, about a minute played. There's a screen by Turner to the paint. Toppin outside. Back to Turner, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Halliburton, and he drives in. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
And when you watch Halliburton run point, he makes life easy for his team.
You know, he's like a Pied Piper. He's a guy that other people gravitate to and enjoy playing with. Always has his head up. He's excellent at reading angles and situations and using the right pass at the right time, and rarely seems to force shots. I mean, that's the quintessential playmaking point guard if ever there was one.
It's Hield with the drive. Outside Matherin. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
A big group substitution here for Indiana. Smith, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Toppin. Nora's checked in for Matherin. And it's McConnell in for Hield.
The loudest sections get t-shirts. Let me hear you.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Walker, a screen on Trent. Inside. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
And he's going for the oop here. And Young slams it in.
And you know what? When it comes to alley-oops, few are better at finishing than Thaddeus Young.
Here's McConnell. It's Walker on the wing. Here's the three. Now Young with a steal. It's McDaniels on the wing. Trent outside. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. The kick out to Young. Pass to Trent. Screen by Young. 5 to shoot. And Trent the bucket on the assist from Young. And it's now just a 1-point Indiana lead. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
You know what time it is, Pacers Nation. Time to get loud for your Pacers.
The Pacers making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Amazing athletes in their own right. Well done. The Pacers breaker dance crew.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Jalen Smith punishing that rim.
The Raptors have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Trent against Brown. Now here's McDaniels. Defense is right there. Flynn, pass to McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. And Young, here we go. Misses the layup.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
McConnell finds Smith. It's Walker on the wing. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
The Raptors making a switch here. Chua's checked in. That one misses. Toronto's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Flynn. 1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. Boucher passes to Flynn. Now here's McDaniels. Boucher right side. And finished off by Boucher.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Brown passes to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Here's Nora. McDaniels covering. Nora, that's good. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Achua can't hit.
Toronto foul. Chris Boucher. First personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for Indiana, TJ.
And that one falls for McConnell.
The lineup for the Raptors, Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes.
The Pacers have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Brown against Anunoby. Walker, a screen on Anunoby. Another shot. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. It's the Pacers up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. 4-point game. So for the Raptors right now, Barnes and Siakam in at the forward positions. OG Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Achua in at the 5, roaming the paint. Chalk up 2 there. The Raptors shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Puts up a deep 3. Schroeder can't get it to go.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Toppin goes in. Bad intentions.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Can't cash it in from close range. The Pacers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Anunoby for 3. Nails it from 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here comes Toronto on the push. And Siakam with the slam.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
Time called here. Pacers decide to talk it over. And as we head down the stretch, these players are focused on absorbing their coach's game plan and also drinking some Gatorade so their bodies will be well hydrated for the minutes ahead. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Schroeder against Halliburton. Right side Matherin. Back to Halliburton. Toppin, a screen on Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. Matherin. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Ooh, basket interference. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Turner, a screen on Anunoby. Here's Hield. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Matherin finds Toppin. Outside Hield. Pass to Turner. Achua with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Anunoby. Outside Schroeder. Clock at 6. And the Raptors miss again. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
The 3 from Barnes. Offensive rebound. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. And Siakam gets it to go.
And just using every inch of his incredible wingspan, Siakam is able to make some creative finishes.
Barnes against Matherin. Pass to Hield. Back to Matherin. Halliburton on the wing. Halliburton punching in. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Tremendous explosion on that launch by Halliburton, throwing it down.
Kicks it out to Barnes. The 3 is up. Here's Schroeder. Left side Barnes. Fires the 3. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Halliburton goes, and he dunks it down.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
From deep three-point land, he connects. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is why the team relies on Siakam. In the big moments, you can trust him with the shot.
Oh, and he got, and no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge, make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal
Previous play is under
review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Such an important part of what this team does. A lot of weight on Siakam here.
Fruitful trip to the line there. He's made this a one-possession game now.
To the wing, right side. And here's Toppin from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Matherin. And gets it to fall.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And so it's Indiana winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA